Hi everyone, this is Board Games and Bourbon. I'm Glenn Flaherty, and right now I want to talk to you about Shy Pluto, which is the first expansion for Space Base, which is a tableau building game, kind of like a deck building game, but you kind of lay it out in front of yourself. It uses cards and die to decide how it unfolds. Now this expansion here really does three things. It gives you more content that you can use in future games, and it presents it to you in a story format so that you are experiencing each element of the game one at a time. So the story will progress, it'll introduce some cards. You learn how the new mechanics on the cards happen. And don't worry, I'm not going to tell you what the mechanics of the cards are. I'm not going to tell you the storyline either. But what it does is it allows you to learn one aspect, and then it does another aspect, and then there's kind of like a storyline twist in there that really is a one-off situation, kind of like playing a legacy game, but the cards in it kind of feel like when you play like like a solo game or a Nemesis Boss of Star Realms or something like this, kind of in that world. And then you're gonna get more attributes that you can mix in later that introduce totally new mechanics and new elements and tangible bits to put into the game. Now, as far as the elements itself, the new ideas that it introduced are cool, and it really starts to add something to the game that I think it needed. And I wouldn't say it makes it heftier, but I think it makes it more interesting because the options and what you can do are wider, and you can now strategize a little bit more with your board. It also starts to pull people apart so that everyone has a very individualized board where different things are happening on the board. It's not so much the idea of I roll, something activates. Now you can hedge your bets and you can try to build your own personal path a little bit more. And I like the direction it's going in. The last thing this does, beyond new mechanics and a storyline, is I think this is going to be a link to where it's going, and that really excites me. Where it's going seems to be a more varied strategic game, but not heftier, and I'm excited about that. So I like the board game a lot. The expansion, I dig it. Now the expansion I think is $29.99. I think the board game itself is only $40 or $50. So, expansion, that's 75% of the base game, quite an investment. But for the three reasons I mentioned, I think it's worth it, especially because the new mechanics you're gonna keep. You could do the storyline over and over if you want, who cares? But the link to the future is what I'm really digging, okay? So that is your spoiler-free take on Shy Pluto, and all these copies were provided by Dream Wizards. Okay, thank you everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Let me know your thoughts. Take care.